Hey, what's up? This is Brian Pfeiffer, the owner of Surreal, Nightlife.com. And I'm standing here today, guys, in front of the Cromwell. I'm actually standing over on the Caesars property across the street. This is Caesars Palace, but right across the street there, you can see, kind of in the back, right behind my head there, might be left on your end. That's Drai's Beach Club and Nightclub. So this is a video all about Drai's Nightclub. Okay, this is going to be an update video. I haven't done one in a couple years, so I figured I'd give it another whirl here with updates for 2025 and beyond on Drai's Nightclub. This is all about getting into this place, bottle service, and what they got going on over there at the moment. All right, so let's talk about getting into this place. It is pretty easy to get on the guest list. Okay, I do have a link below, and that is linked with a promoter that'll actually get you on the real guest list and can get you in. There's no charge for the guest list. It's generally free for ladies, and there might be a charge for the guys depending on the artist. On some nights it's probably free for guys as well. If they have a big artist, like on a Friday or Saturday, most likely you're going to probably want to buy tickets. They tend to charge the ladies a lot of times and the guys, so you might want to just buy the tickets and avoid the long line to get in. So you can always go to the link below and get tickets as well. And then, of course, if you want to buy bottle service, that's where I come in. I'm a VIP host, and I'm out here in Las Vegas. Been out here for 13 years. Was a big promoter in Chicago prior to that, from 2001 to 2013. Been in the game for 25 years, and I'm a VIP host out here and can book your bottle service. So let's talk about the bottle service over at Drai's and the different options. And these days, the minimums are pretty low. Okay, they are only open Friday, Saturday, and then limited Sundays. They're trying to do some Sundays this summer. We'll see how long that lasts. They don't stay open really on Sundays if they're not making money. So, they might just get through the summer here and they'll probably stop Sundays. That's my guess. But right now they are open Friday, Saturday, Sundays. They're trying to do artists right now on Fridays and Saturdays. Like when I say artists, I'm talking about hip hop artists typically. If they don't have an artist over there, the place is kind of tough. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. If it's just a DJ or a no-name DJ or no-name artist, generally they don't even really have an artist. It's probably going to be really slow, especially on a Friday. Okay, so just keep that in mind when you're coming out here. There might be some better options, but the minimums are going to be low on those nights, and you can get a pretty good table for a real good price, like a dance floor. Okay, so but you can always have fun on the dance floor, even if it's not a super busy night. So let's talk about the different options for table service, and when they do have artists, you're going to see some guys like I saw recently, Gunna here. They had Boss Man D-Lo, Rick Ross, Wiz Khalifa, Big Sean is one of their guys. So they have some pretty good artists. The problem with these artists these days, they want so much damn money, okay? And the economy's not what it was a couple years ago, and it's tough for this place to make money, okay? So we're gonna have to see what goes on, going forward here, because artists that charge us $400,000, they can't turn a profit on those nights. There's no way. They're gonna lose money for sure. The minimums just aren't high enough. They're not able to get those like 10K minimums unless it's maybe like a holiday weekend, like Summer League was just here last weekend. They had NBA players in here, and they were spending money. They had Meek Mill, and they did okay on that weekend. But on regular weekends, those guys aren't here, okay? And the people that are going to the hip hop artist parties just don't have that kind of money. So they're, having a hard time turning a profit on those big nights. So we'll have to see who they end up, booking here in the fall and through the winter. But, you can count on a night when they do have an artist it being pretty good. Okay, it's a good party. It's busy. They do have a pretty good GA crowd on those nights, and it's lit. So let's talk about the different options for the tables. We'll start with the best tables in the house. Those are going to be your dance floor tables. There's 5 on each side, down the dance floor. And my biggest customers love those tables, especially the first, 3 in the front. Those closest to the DJ, those are the best ones, in my opinion. And generally, you're going to have to, tip for those or tip for a lower minimum type of thing. From what's online, Drai's offers like a tip system to get lower minimums. And then you get a little bit lower minimum than what's online, or if you don't mind paying the minimum, you can, get a good table for a pretty reasonable price these days. All right, and then you got your VIP dance floor tables. Those are going to be the ones, the 4 in the center that are a little bit between the DJ and the dance floor. Okay, those are still really good tables. The only problem with those tables is sometimes in the the winter months, it could be a little cold back there. And in the summer months, it could be a little hot back there, okay? But they're pretty good. They got pretty good air conditioning system in there. And they generally keep that wall closed until it gets busier in the night, and then they'll open that wall up and try to, make the temperature as comfortable as possible around those tables. Now, behind the dance floor tables, there's a row of 5 on each side. There's going to be the upper dance floor tables with the one, if you're looking at the DJ on the left, that's going to be on the north side. That's going to be a larger one. It's called the King's table. That's going to be the biggest table in the club. If you got a group of like 20 or 25, the King's table will be good. But the upper dance floors are pretty solid. They did, several years ago, put rails in between the dance floor and the lower dance floor, so the people can kind of stay divided. They ran into some little tiffs where people were saying this is their area, and the table behind them was saying this area. But they've kind of got over that now with those the railings. So people know where to kind of stand and whatnot. But I do like the upper dance floor tables. tables as well as the dance floor tables and the VIP dance floor tables. They're all really good tables, all considered prime tables at Drai's. Let me know if you're interested in getting any of those. Now, there is some patio dance floor tables. Those are going to be the ones that are kind of face, they're kind of halfway between the inside and the outside. And then on the pool days, they face the outside. On non-pool, at night, they're going to face inside. And those are the patio dance floor tables. The only issue with those, I like those tables, great view from there, and they're elevated a little bit. I do like those tables a lot. I book them a lot, and they're fairly reasonable price. The only issue is going to be if there's like some inclement weather. Okay, if it's windy or it's cold or it's rainy, which is rare around here, or if it's super hot, you kind of have to deal with the elements out there a little bit because they're halfway between inside and outside, all right? Now, also on the main floor, you're going to have your back wall tables. Okay, those are going to be elevated VIP booths, they're also called. Those are pretty good. They are elevated. They do kind of line the back wall to the right and the left. And then good for like groups of 10 to 12. Really good tables, very reasonable priced. You can stand up on the ledge, kind of really get a good view of the artist when they're performing, etc. And then right in front of those tables, there's going to be your banquet tables. Now, those are pretty small tables, no more than 6 people on the bigger banquets, and there's some that are like for 2 to 4 people max. They're okay. They're not expensive. They're on the main floor. You're right on the main floor. You're not elevated. So when the artist comes on, you are kind of dealing with people like directly right in front of you and whatnot. But the banquets are definitely in the action. If you're a couple of guys looking to meet some ladies, those are pretty good. Okay, so I do book those quite often as well. And then there are some tables like to the right and to the left of the DJ, on the stage it's called, and then like behind the DJ. You can't really see anything from back there. They kind of save those tables for like locals and industry people and like the owners and whatnot. So you can get them if you want. If you really want one, I could probably request one. But honestly, I'd rather do a dance floor over like a stage table personally. Okay. Now, outside, okay, if you want to stay on the main level, there are a couple tables they do seat occasionally outside when it's busy enough. They'll seat the poolside banquets. Those are the ones that are along the pool. Outside, you really can't see too much from back there. It's pretty far out. They do have an LED screen, so you can see a little bit from that, I guess. But those are like super low budget. You just want to get a place to sit. Those would be good for that. And then there's the bungalows, which are the day club bungalows. They have the pools in front of them. You can't go in the pool, just an FYI. But if you need to get a group of like, say, 10 to 12 or 15 in, and you don't have a huge budget, like you can get those for like $1,000, $1,500, or maybe like $1,000 plus a handshake type of thing. And you can get in like 10, 12, 15 people. And you get a table, get a couple, they have some bottles now on the menu for a couple bottles for like $8.95. So pretty reasonable, and you get everybody in. Okay, so that's a nice option if you got kind of a low budget and you want to still be in the action, get a table, etc. Have a place to hang out. Now, inside, they also have a mezzanine level. Okay, and on the mezzanine level, there are some tables like kind of behind the DJ. Those are called the celebrity tables right when you walk up the stairs into the club. I don't really ever rent those. I don't like them. They're not really very good. You can't really see the DJ or the artist from there that well. And they're just, I don't know, they just kind of feel like it shouldn't be there. I don't know, in my opinion. Whatever, if you want a celebrity table, I can get it for you, but they're not great. I'd rather have a mezzanine table, one to the right or the left. Those are pretty roomy, good for like 10 to 12 people, and you got your own area overlooking the DJ. There are a couple that have like a kind of like a beam that blocks like part of the stage, but you can see most of the stage from any of the tables. But there are a couple that I would consider a little less desirable on either side because of the beam situation. But most of the mezzanine tables are pretty good, and I do book those fairly often. Now, there are some balcony tables. There's going to be the north balcony. There's a pretty good amount of tables up there. It's kind of a nice little area vibe. You kind of share the wall with several of the other tables, but a lot of people like those. They're not that expensive, like couples like those or small group of guys. You got to kind of get girls from downstairs to come up there. There's not really going to be much traffic up there, but they're decent. And then on the other side, which is south side balcony, they're going to have the light guy, and then next to the light guy, there's one table that's actually pretty good for like just a secluded table. Just a couple, I've rented it several times for like just a guy and a girl. They just want a little place to watch the show and not be in the action. They just want to kind of be private up there. That's perfect for that. And then there are a few tables behind the light guy, the balcony tables on the south side. I definitely don't recommend those. If you can avoid those, let's not get those, but they are there. They really don't seat the upper mezzanines, the south or the north, on nightclubs anymore, on nightclub nights anymore. But potentially they could seat those if it gets busy enough. But the demand's just not there these days up those nightclubs with the economy the way it is. So highly doubt that's going to happen even on like a holiday weekend. But that's pretty much Drai's Nightclub, kind of an update video here for 2025. If you have any questions, make sure you hit me up. 773-459-8133. That's my cell phone, and I can help you out, get a little bit lower minimum than online. I can definitely hook you guys up with some VIP entry type of thing if you want to get in quickly. And I'm here to help. And we do bundle this place with a lot of different packages. We do have a very nice extensive package system we're rolling out on the websites right now. Just about finished with all my websites as far as the rebuild goes. We're going full e-commerce with an app and everything coming this fall. And you'll see that we have almost 1,000 packages for the guys and ladies. We bundle this place all the time with like, strip clubs, men's shows, dinners, limos, etc. Pretty much whatever you guys want. If you want to do like, shooting during the day or top golf or something, and want to do this place at night, and then like a, strip club or something later in the night or before or after, we can do all that, and we can definitely help you guys out. So make sure you hit us up. I've been in this business, like I said, for 25 years. I'm here to help plan your party. I'm a wealth of information in Las Vegas and other cities and in the party scene. So I'm here to help. You want to give me a call and or shoot me a text, I'll be happy to jump on a call with you, and we can talk about Las Vegas and planning your big trip and making it special. I'm Brian Pfeiffer, signing out here from the front of the Cromwell, which is soon to be the Vanderpump Hotel, by the way. And I'm looking forward to planning your Vegas trip. Let's talk soon. Bye.